y'all. I'm at Total Wine and More. My brother and the rest of the BCG group is back there. It's been crazy. Like, yeah, oh yeah, I got my hair done too. For the people that ain't seen it, shout out to my brother. Shout out to everybody. Y'all will see it in the vlog. I gotta shoot the vlog. I gotta finish shooting the rest of it. I think we got like 30 minutes left in here, so I'm gonna get that done. But yeah, the wine in here is crazy. The wine in here is insane. They got like crazy bottles in here. You know, I don't really drink wine like that, but I will have a glass or two, so I've already had a glass or two. But I'm gonna give y'all some B-rolls of the shots in here, and then we're gonna get to it. What's going on, y'all? I'm back for the vlog. I'm at Total Wine and More. I just want to show y'all a little bit about this. Look how crazy this is. $115 for a bottle. 104 for a wine bottle. Insane. Insane.
How's everybody doing at this beautiful vlog? Wanted to talk to y'all today just about imperfection and connection. The best way for us to actually be able to encounter one another is through imperfection. People feel like as Christians or as followers of God, we have to show all this light and perfection throughout the day. But it's honestly throughout the things that we struggle with that we're able to even connect with one another. So for me, one of the things I might struggle with, some of the music I might listen to, the way I might think about people, the way I might try to push people away. But when I'm talking to people about this, other people who may have these same issues, we're able to connect with one another. We're able to understand, oh wow, he's a person of God and he still has these struggles, right? It's not about perfecting or pretending to be a perfect person, but showing that you're imperfect and growing through God.
So the Bible just asked me, am I happy in life? I guess just in general, and I would say I'm 100% happy. That's just because I found myself individually, and it took a lot of trials and tribulations to do so. I've had to overcome a lot of obstacles just to get into this feeling of being happiness, and I've learned that a little bit of being happiness is kind of being a small bit of selfish, and that's just in the fact of taking care of yourself. Let's just say your friends want to go hang out. It's okay to say no and work on yourself. It's 100% okay to do that. So that's what I mean by being selfish. I don't mean by just taking money from somebody or taking happiness from someone, but it's just about being selfish from yourself to know that you need to be better in life and work on yourself. So happiness is also a part of just working on yourself and being a great human being. For me personally, I find a lot of happiness in just helping other people. If I see someone else smiling because of something that I've helped them with or a nice gesture that I've done, it makes me feel good as a person, and that helps build up my happiness as well in life. And also, I'm happy with as far as my relationship status with my friends, girlfriend, family. It's all perfect to me, and I'm happy to be on this journey.
All right, so I started off in college at Georgia State Perimeter College, community college. I went there because I wanted to have no loans, pretty much. After that, I transferred to downtown Atlanta for my third and fourth year. I was able to graduate within 5 years of school. I graduated during the pandemic, which is a very difficult time for others as well. But having a college degree has been very beneficial for me, for my field, because I major in computer information systems. I will say for people who go to college, you know, don't just go to college just because somebody tells you to go or you feel like you should go. You should go to college if you know it's going to benefit from you in what you major in. You know, whether you're being a doctor or a lawyer or engineer or even something dealing with IT. Those fields are definitely, I would recommend going to college for, or technical schools, or even just getting certifications. College is what you make out of it, though. It's not a guarantee that you'll get a six-figure job, or it's not a guarantee that you won't get a six-figure job. It's what you make out of it. That's what I believe in about school. So the thing I want to talk about today is support. I think having a lot of family or friends is a great support system. It can bring very positive energy in your life. Having that foundation of great people around you can push you further in life, even whether it's going good or bad. And it gives you a great understanding of other situations compared to yours. And not only that, it gives people can give you great advice. I think having support in your life, such as family or friends, or even people who just randomly just meet, is great to have.
What is it about affirmations that make you just do it every day? Because you do it every day.
I do it every day.
You really do.
Right. Well, me personally, stepping out into the world, I feel like you have to have your mind right, your spirit right? And so a lot of times throughout your day, you know, encounter different energies, different spirits. So I feel like when you set your morning, like you can get through your day. So that's why I like to do.
We appreciate that. See, you see
But I want to I want to say thank you for everybody that came out. Like, again, I like doing stuff like this. Having a Discord, I know people who have Discords don't really interact with their members like on this level to where they actually have events to where you can hang out with people. But I like hanging out with people, and I like to talk. Somebody said I talk too much, but yeah, you know, I ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, so, but yeah, so again, I like having it. We had an event before. What was that? What was that? The draw bar. What was that? December, November? Oh. All is the same thing. It's all in the interlock. Yeah, we had fun. So I'm thinking about doing this like every quarter, right? Like once this is the beginning of a new quarter. This is what, April? Yeah, this is the beginning of the second quarter. So at the end of this quarter, we'll have another event. I mean, if y'all have any suggestions on anything y'all want to do or like to do, we can do it. I'm thinking about a hike, some way, somehow to get that infused. But yeah, so any suggestions? Y'all let me know. But so about me, y'all. I mean, all of y'all pretty. I think I talk the most in the Discord. Well, I don't know. Sean is posting charts. Yeah, it's like 3:30 in the morning and Sean posting. But yeah.
money is going.
Right, and you adding everybody. I like hanging out with people, and I knew like growing up, I liked finance, but I didn't really know what finance was. Like I like money, right? Like we come from most of us come from a background to where like you hear about money and you think money and you think about hustling, right? Like either working a lot of hours at a job or doing being creative. So I added that to the Discord. Like the story behind the Discord is that I didn't plan to have a Discord, right? I learned how to do stocks, and I was trading by myself, and I posted the pictures on Instagram, right? I posted the pictures all over social media, and people were like, hey, before I buy something from, since you're new, before I buy something from you, I need something to get me going. So then I made the Sunday session that we have, and I'm pretty sure all of us have been to the Sunday session, right? So I had the Sunday session. I decided to make it free, and I said it would be free forever. And once I made that, I started just to see, like, again, people just hanging out, but virtually. And I realized, like, okay, cool. If we have COVID 5.0 or, COVID come back, whatever, we have anything, we can always hang out, whether it's in person or online. So then after that, people are like, okay, cool. We're hanging out on Sundays. You got a course. I want to talk to other people during the week about stocks. Like, you tell me about a stock on Sunday, but then I can't hear about the progress of the stock until next Sunday. Things happen throughout the week. How can we talk? So I said, okay, cool. Let me figure out something. I found the Discord. I really didn't know how to use it or build it. And I just put it together and said, hey, everybody, join, come in, let's get it started. And then after that, that's when I said, okay, cool. I can make it a business because I saw other people making it a business. But then I said, I'm not going to charge as much as everybody else because we're actually making money doing the things that we do in the Discord, right? Like we all know about surveys, right? Yeah. We all have our experience with, some of us went a little crazy with surveys. Z had like a $3,000 month with surveys. Yeah, so my bad. Yeah, so y'all are helping me as much as I'm helping y'all. And if y'all have any suggestions on things that y'all would want to do or want to do next time as far as an event or want to do inside of the Discord, like we're working on some. Like we have a couple bots in there that's going to help us with like a game night and like a Netflix night to where, we can all vote on a Netflix series. Yeah. We can watch it together. And then we can have like a chat room to where if you're going to talk about spoilers, if you already seen it or whatever, we can have that like private. And then again, we'll have game night where we have like spades and it's a whole bunch of other games that the Discord provides. So if you have any suggestions, let me know. And I think that's my spiel. Any questions about anything? Go ahead. Yeah. The reason that I'm doing this is because, again, I like to do it, but then I also want to share the knowledge amongst, people that I come in contact with. So whether I met you through Meetup, Eventbrite, in person, I'm just like, hey, at least come to a free session. We can sit and talk about stocks. And stocks, honestly, stocks is not the most colorful thing.
My name is Mark. So basically, co-founder of the BCG LINK Group. My whole reasoning for creating this group with Ladarius is just because I want to teach people how to build passive income without, outside their 9 to 5. And it makes me feel good just to see people like learning about financial freedom. Because when I was growing up, my parents honestly didn't really teach me about financing. And the public system that I went, the school that I went to, they didn't teach me about that. So this is just my way of helping the community. And I'm also building generational wealth. So I want to one day be rich, or not rich, but wealthy, so that I can pass this money down to my children, and they can pass the money down to their children. So this is my whole reason for doing this. For the most part, in the Discord, you might see me in the survey section, and that's just because I teach people about surveys. So if you don't know about surveys, you can make easily an additional $1,000 per month just filling out surveys. All right. Inside the Discord, we have surveys that are going from $150. Sometimes you might get a $300 or $600 survey. I think Sean is in one right now. Yeah, I'm calling you out. Yeah. Calling you out.
We need the
Sean's in one blood pressure survey. And that's paying about, so he's in a blood pressure survey. I won't say the amount. It's paying a good amount. It's paying a decent amount for that. I won't say the amount. But yeah, it's just that, just teaching people about surveys. Because if you don't know, again, easily make $1,000 extra with surveys, and they're easy to do. It only take about an hour, maybe 2 hours out your day to complete the survey. But it's a trick to filling out for them and getting accepted to them. That's what people don't know. And it's also the trick of, you have a lot of companies that you may see spam messages from. So like when I first started doing surveys, it was back when I first got out of high school. I just wanted to find a way to make money outside of regular work. I was filling out surveys for 25 cents, and it would take about 30 minutes to fill out. Halfway in there, it's kicking me out the survey, and it's just like, what's going on? But throughout my adulthood, I figured out a way to find the reputable companies that allow you to, again, pay anywhere from $50 to $300 just to do surveys. And there's different types of surveys. You got product studies, you have taste tests, and you just have focus groups where they just may ask your opinion. I'm actually about to do a survey with Ladarius. I'm calling you out, but we're doing a survey. We're doing a survey in about 2 weeks where we're going to go to the Draw Bar, one of our favorite bars. They're going to meet us there, and they're going to talk about beer with us, and they're going to be paying me about $300 to do that. So it's pretty good. So surveys is an easy way to make an additional stream of income. So if you're interested, just let me know. I have a course. The course costs $50, about $55. But again, with surveys, you're going to flip that easily. You're going to make that $55 and more back by the end of your journey with doing that. And also, before I pass it on to Sean, I just want to give thanks to Ladarius because we started this journey together, but we're still on it, still being, we're still rocking. I appreciate you, bro, and I appreciate all of y'all. All right, thank you.
Sean, I do want to give thanks to Ladarius and Mark. I really appreciate this opportunity because where I come from, you don't really see this at all. So to be able to have this, energy circulate around this room is very, very heartwarming. So from the bottom of my heart, thank everybody for coming out here because this shit I didn't think I would see growing up, honestly speaking. So, but what brought me to trading crypto was because I came out trading forex and it fucked with my ego. Oh, I'm so sorry. It messed with my ego. I'm sorry. It messed with my ego. And making that amount of money wasn't substantial to me because I felt like I spent too much time staring at a computer screen. And it's like I go from working 14 hours inside of a warehouse to working 14 hours on a computer. Wasn't that enough for what I wanted for myself? So I found crypto and it provided pace and patience. And from there, I just found somebody to follow and figured out what they did wrong, and that's how I became so good at crypto so fast and just keep the thing simplified, keep the noise out. But Ladarius and Mark recognized me, and at the time it was pretty cool because I wanted people to come to a Discord to, let's get this. And Tino, like the conversations I used to have arguments with guys who we started down there, now we up here, but it's like we got to go to the next level. They wasn't able to move, so my man said something, and it was just like, hell yeah, fool, what you talking about? Like, you say what? Because people don't usually tell me, like, wow, that was a good play, I'm glad you made money. They be like, oh, you made money? Shit like that. So it's just like, to have somebody actually be like, genuinely like, hey, you made money, bro. Come over here, let me come make some money with me. It's like, I fuck with that, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's some real nigga shit. So it's just like, okay, I'm fuck with you, dude, I'm sorry, but, it's it's a connection. You just don't find young men out there who's open like that, willing, so that right there, like, just seeing that, so I do apologize for my notifications late at night. I'm trying to outshow Mr. Stock guy here that there's a lot more money we made in crypto than there is in stocks. So we have an ongoing debate about that.
We argued today
for 2 hours straight. but so that drives me to keep posting. Yeah, this dude think he can. No, it's not happening, bro. Crypto is rising. So definitely, if you can't understand the chart, hit my line, bro. I'll be bored. I ain't got nobody to talk to. I just be sitting at home or doing a survey, looking at charts. So y'all got any questions, we can talk about Netflix, scissors, cats, dogs, anything in the world, energy, whatever, hairstyles, I don't care. Bro, we can get Tino. Let's get talking because I don't have nothing else to really talk about except for moving forward in life. And that's what this group is all about. So I'm glad to see everybody still in here committed, supporting the passion and spread the word because this room really should be filled. And, when we get big, people going to be saying they're upset that they wasn't in this little vlog, sitting in these chairs with us. So thank everybody for coming. And I'm going to pass it.
You pass it back to me, fool.
I'm pass to the head man. Go ahead. Go.
Y'all have a team or anybody help me? I was just making it by myself. Like, cool. That's how it's going to be. That's how it's going to be. But then when I met I had already knew Mark, but the story is funny how Mark started trading. I asked for help. He didn't know how to trade, and he also wanted to become better at speaking. And so I was like, cool. I used to be a Toastmaster public speaker. I can teach you that, and I can teach you how to trade. And so every Sunday session, even though he was kind of, you know what I'm saying? He good now though, right? He good. He was, people would comment and be like, Mark need to, And I was like, cool. And, me and him would talk about it after the session. I would tell him like, look, bro, they said that about me too at the beginning. But now, the same people that were saying like, Mark was struggling at the beginning are now coming back with compliments. Like, dang, that's Mark? It's like, yeah, that's Mark. So that's the only thing that I needed, and that's what I saw in everybody else that came along, is that they had that willingness to be able to learn something new and to be able to offer it to other people, just like I was. Again, I didn't know stocks. I learned stocks. I offered it to people. Taribian took affirmations to the 10th power by posting by posting it 24/7. Sean is posting at 4 a.m. with the chickens and. And Mark is right there along with me every single Sunday. So again, like everybody else has been saying, I want to say thank you for y'all too. Like I couldn't do this without y'all. Honestly, like if I had to post as much as Sean alone, right? Post my stuff, post affirmations, and post surveys, I couldn't do it, right? So I appreciate all y'all, and I appreciate everybody that came and filled this room. And again, y'all have any questions about anything, let me know. One last time. I appreciate y'all. You said what? That's all. We can finish drinking and then.
All right, I got Mark with me.
Just want y'all to subscribe to my guy. I appreciate this brother. This is like my little brother, man. No cap. I always wanted a little brother. This is what it comes like. He's definitely like part of my family. I gotta start that over with you.
Nah, you good. Come on.
Yeah, no, you're definitely a part of my family, bro. Like I really appreciate you. Like all the times we spent out like, 20, 24 hours playing the game, Call of Duty, we playing Battlefield, all that time we spent, like it really meant a lot to me.
True.
I'm proud to see the person that you grew up to be.
I appreciate it, bro. I really appreciate it.
100%,
Thanks, bro.
What's going on, y'all? It's Ladarius, and what I wanted to say is make sure anything you do, you actually pay attention to the details, because those details is what's going to separate you from somebody else. So everything that you're going to do, somebody else is already doing, right? And a lot of people like to say, well, I'm going to stop doing it because there's 100 people doing it. But what's going to separate you from those 100 people is the details. Like, okay, when everybody else is picking red, you pick blue. And that's a small example, but I'm just saying, like, when you looking at doing something that you want to scale, you want to grow, it's going to be other people, it's going to be competition, right? And the competition are going to be doing things that are similar. But again, it's the details that's going to separate you from the competition. And as long as you hammer on them details and you just keep going with those details and believe in the things that you're adding, you'll be good. So again, pay attention to the details and it'll all work out for you.